In the heart of Willowbrook, a quiet, predominantly black neighborhood in a major city, residents had learned to live under the shadows of suspicion. For years, they had endured a corrupt police force, led by racist officers who took pleasure in intimidating and bullying the community. But there was one man who would change everything. Marcus M.J. Johnson, a former Navy SAAL turned community leader, had lived in Willowbrook his entire life. He knew the hardships of his people, the way their smiles were sometimes tinged with fear when they interacted with officers. But MJ wasn't the type to back down. He wasn't just a protector, he was a living, breathing embodiment of resilience. One evening, as he was walking back home after visiting his elderly mother, he noticed a group of officers harassing a young teen on the street corner. The boy was being accused of something trivial, a bag of chips in his pocket, a reason for the cops to assert their dominance. MJ's instincts kicked in. His military training was sharp, but it was his deep love for his community that truly drove him without hesitation. He stepped forward, his towering figure casting a shadow over the officers. "Everything okay here, officers?" His voice was calm but unyielding, the kind of voice that made men listen. The cops, thinking they could intimidate him as they did others, scoffed. "Just move along, Johnson. This is none of your business." MJ knew he had to be smart. He pulled out a badge from under his jacket, not the badge of any ordinary citizen, but a government-issued Civic Guardian credential, one he had earned through years of advocating for justice and community safety. This badge was a symbol of authority that outmatched anything the cops could carry. As soon as the officers saw it, their demeanor shifted. The air around them seemed to freeze. These weren't just any officers, they were the ones with a history of racial profiling, the ones who had once made the mistake of underestimating the community's ability to fight back. They knew that MJ wasn't just a man to walk away from easily. He was the protector, the voice of the people, and now the man with the power to expose their corruption. The tension thickened. MJ didn't back down. "I suggest you let this young man go. You're in violation of his rights." The officers looked at each other, unsure of how to proceed. They had been known for their brutal tactics, but they also knew that crossing the line with MJ, a man who had contacts in high places and the evidence to back up every injustice, would not end.